Hey, YouTube. All right, we'll get started here in just a minute. Isaac is on his way, so he'll just kind of saunter in. It is the 200 level. Mike Carpenter here in the basement studio on a starting to be snowy Thursday evening. Another cold blast before finally 40-degree temperatures resume next week. I don't mean to talk about the weather, but I'm kind of over this cold stuff, even though it's been a pretty easy winter so far. This first half, though, not so easy for Illinois. How's that for a transition? They are up 1 against Michigan, 37-36. Not a lot of defense played by either team in that first half. And it is a game that is truly there for the taking for either team. I can't say I feel great about it as I start this podcast. I don't think Isaac feels great about it either, and he'll be here in a minute. He has a special disdain for Michigan because of all his connections to that state. I don't like Juwan Howard, but I also know he's on his way out. So some of the anger or vitriol that I might have towards him, it's not the same as like when they were in the top 10 3 years ago. But, yeah, I want to win this game, and I really think that this is a game that is important for this team. You know, we were texting with me, Isaac, and Trevor about the long haul is kind of beginning here for this Illinois basketball team. I would assume, if we're being honest, that Terrence Shannon Jr. is not going to be back. I think that's probably a safe assumption. A lot of things would have to go right for that to happen, and it's a very messy situation to begin with. So considering this is your team for the foreseeable future, can you ride this group of guys through the next 2 months of basketball? To me, that's the big question. In a game like tonight, even though you do have some, lack of depth issues that you're kind of working through and some role players that aren't really doing a lot for you, this is a game you got to win. And if you don't, I think concern levels should probably be raised. This is a Michigan team that has some talent, but I don't think they're objectively good. The same could have been said for Maryland, and the question is, do you have 2 consecutive games where you don't show up like you should against better teams? Or against lesser teams, excuse me. So we're about to get underway here in the second half. I can tell from Rosie barking in the background that Isaac is about to be heading down the basement stairs. All right, there's the door. And we will let you know right when the second half gets started. But thank you all for tuning in, and we want to see, in the chat window. Chat is disabled for this live stream. I'm sorry, everybody. I want to get that going. Edit video. Is there any way for me to do that? Let me see if I can't get the chat going for you guys, because the chat window is a big thing. In the meantime, though, I will let you know if you want to time out this second half. I love this shirt. If I'm trying to find, as Isaac gets in here, a way to get the chat window going again. I'm not sure what the heck it is, but we are underway. I will figure that out at the first break so we can hear from all of you. And Isaac in his Go Blow t-shirt. Yeah. All right, I love it.
I thought it said Muck Fishkin. I can remember.
All right, so it's still a 1-point lead for Illinois after a miss by Michigan on their opening possession. That was Namari Burnett. Isaac, I was mentioning before you got in here that I don't think either of us feel great about this game, and I do think that the response after the Maryland game is going to tell us a lot about the rest of the season with this group of guys.
Yeah, not super encouraging. Oh, my goodness.
A nice take, but
we're so good at getting fouled and just hitting it off the rim. But yeah,
Damascus will go with the line for 2 here.
I think closing this, I know Michigan's not very good, but just give us some hope that you're not going to completely fall apart. And not that I even think from losing to Maryland and struggling first half against Michigan is, oh, your season's falling apart. But I do think some of those January Underwood narratives could start to creep in again.
Damascus, first free throw is no good.
My gosh.
So we're 4 for 8. Hey, by the way, I should have the YouTube. The live chat should be enabled. So we would love to hear from you guys as the second half goes underway. But no, I think you're right, Isaac. And, as I'm watching this game, I did kind of tell myself at halftime, we'll see how much I hold to it, to not get angry. And I do think there are a few realities that we have to face. This is a team that probably mentally is coming to grips with the fact that they are what they are.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to maximize with this group of guys. I think they could still be a really good team, and we saw that against Northwestern and bits and spurts against Michigan State. Even the last 30 minutes, let's say, against Purdue, the 3 for Michigan is up and no good, and Illinois will get the rebound here. I think there's still pieces, and they're an old team, and you get the right matchups in the tournament, and they're going to call a charge, which I think is a weak call.
Wait, what?
So a charge on Damascus. I didn't see a lot of contact. You know what's frustrating about that, Isaac? I loved the pace of the first half. I guess a little bit of shoulder, but that's a stretch. But I love the pace of the first half, and we've already had two. The foul against Damask was very physical. That one was a bit iffy, and not one that I don't think would have been called in the first half.
Man, Doug is
good.
He's good.
38 all. So here's the thing. I don't see Illinois the way they are not able to convert baskets at the rim tonight. They're getting to the rim, but the lower percentage, that means this game's going to be close.
Yeah, I don't like it really just feels like
Ty with
Ty is great
muscle down there.
Chucking the ball at the front of the rim, and it gets that momentum to go in. But it really does feel like our offense right now is just, okay, Marcus, you booty ball, or okay, Ty, you booty ball. And hopefully we can get something to fall there. Man.
And no foul on
Finally.
Ty. And a good board here from Quincy. So that was a miss by Doug McDaniel.
Yeah.
That was a contested shot. And I think they didn't call that foul because Doug might have kicked his leg out a bit.
Yeah.
So Illinois ball with 18 to go. They still have a 2-point lead. We might get in that pattern or the practice again, Isaac, of every 4-minute break. Okay, what was the plus minus?
Yep.
Did he gain any? Did he lose any? And here's Damask here. Kicks it over to Coleman in the corner.
Coleman.
The three's
go,
up and good. All right, so that's a 5-point lead for Illinois.
Man, he's been great.
Hey, I'm glad you're here for this game because I have vitriol for Michigan, but not like you do.
Oh, man.
And I have vitriol.
Oh, man.
Don't mistake that for I'm cool with them. But I'm not going to say that I will be entertained on the occasional Michigan you got to be kidding me play. And a nice job by Damask here getting in the passing lane. Chance to extend the lead here. He finds Coleman. Nice little pass, but they're going to set up some half-court offense, it looks like.
See, old Coleman would have shot that.
Yeah, but I like that it wasn't in the rhythm here. Here's Ty taking it up. Out of bounds.
Ty, dude.
Finish the freaking layup. And he's pissed off too, but like, man, Isaac, we have left so many points on the board.
And it feels less like, Michigan's playing some great defense and more we're missing a lot of takes.
A lot of bunnies, man. A lot of bunnies.
I do think that the booty ball, like super high percentage shots from Damask, like earlier in the season, was bound to regress, but it's still very frustrating. And yeah, I think listening to every time they came back from a commercial talk about the Fab Five didn't make me any happier.
Yeah, I gotta say, I actually think the announcing crew's been okay tonight.
Yeah.
They have not been. Sometimes we see a little bit overkill with that, but they seem to like they're one that we like both teams kind of.
They're trying to go with this narrative that the Fab Five showed up to a game and now Michigan's
inspired them
going to turn around. Yeah,
okay.
as if let's
Damask.
go, Marcus.
Nice take there from Damask. So we have a 7-point.
What?
Illinois lead.
Okay. I thought they
Timeout for Michigan.
So what were we up 9 or was it 8, like 20-12 or something like that?
I think the most was 8, similar to the Maryland game where you had a 10-point lead. I will say, for all the frustrations about things in the first half, I didn't get the same sort of intangible negative vibe that I got Sunday. Were you at the game Sunday?
I was at the game Sunday.
When did you know that? Because for me, I got to be honest. Even when it was 20-12, well, that we were good then, right? Luke had hit his third three. Or whatever.
Yeah.
It was afterwards where I think when you got to like the 28-24, the 32-28, you're trading buckets, and I thought Maryland's getting in a rhythm here, and I did not like that.
The halftime of this game felt similar to the halftime of Sunday's game against Maryland, where you felt like you had somehow been lucky to be up even at halftime. And then against Maryland, I really think there was just a couple possessions back to back, like early in the second half, where it was just Jameer Young, Julian, like they were just getting into the paint at ease. And it was, I specifically remember like under that, I want to say it was like the first under 16 time out there in the second half where against Maryland, that was just not encouraging. And then it was kind of like deja vu tonight. I think against Maryland, you're up 2 at halftime, and then tonight you're up 1. But this would be, I mean, I guess the spread was technically smaller for this game. I think we were only 2.5 point favorites.
2.5, yeah.
But still, this would be pretty detrimental to my hopes for the rest of the season.
Sure, and a good start, though, here from Illinois.
Yeah.
Both offensively and also defensively, a little more energy. As we got a break here, and we'll see if this counts as the media timeout. Hit up the sponsors real quick. DP Dough, online at dpdough.com. I hope to God you could order a victory calzone after this game, which you might be able to. And that includes either a custom zone with any topping you want or one of their favorites like the Maui Wowie or the Buffer Zone. Order online at dpdough.com. And please, in this cold weather, tip your delivery drivers, whether it's DP Dough or anywhere else, handsomely. dpdo.com. Also, State Farm agent Brian Hansen, online at brianismyguy.com for life, auto, home, business, renters, you name it. Brian is my guy, and he can be your guy as well. Brian's popped on the podcast a few times for these second half pods, so we'll get him back later this season sometime. I think he was here for the Tennessee game. But I got to say, just from personal experience, Kara and I have worked with Brian and his staff for a few years, and he's our guy going forward for the long haul, and he should be yours as well. We can vouch for him. BrianIsMyGuy.com. Also, got to thank Owen Builders LLC, online at OwenBuildersLLC.com. Luke and the staff over there, a couple things to take note of. They are expert craftsmen, which you can see on their gallery online at OwenBuildersLLC.com. Also, the communication, which can not always be great between contractors and homeowners. That is something they really excel at, and they will give you some peace of mind when you need it the most. That's OwenBuildersLLC.com. Finally, got to thank Dogtown Heating, Air, and Plumbing. Give them a call at 217-841-4728. And our furnace, tip-top shape when we need it the most, thanks to the experts at Dogtown Heating, Air, and Plumbing. That's 217-841-4728. Got to thank Champagne Showers Podcast Network and also Champagne Showers at 217 Showers. They had a FOIA drop today of all the Illinois DIA and UIUC contact emails, phone logs, things like that from this Terrence Shannon situation, and they did a really good job setting up a timeline and kind of setting out what Illinois knew and when they knew it. It was really good to clarify some of the questions that lingered after Whitman's press conference and all of that. So just good journalism from them, and we need local journalism. All right, here we go. It is 45-38 with 16:15 to go. Michigan with the ball. This is Damari Burnett on the right wing. Back up top to Doug McDaniel. Over to, how do you say 13's last name?
Kamwa or something?
He's good.
Man, that was easy.
It was a little too easy. I got to say, I do like switching Ty to him and just seeing what the hell. Because there were a couple possessions in the first half where I thought Ty did a pretty good job. I'm just going to call him by his first name, which is Olivier. He is from, I think, the Netherlands or Dutch or something.
Finland, I think.
Finland, there you go. Here's Damas trying to booty himself in there.
Knock that down. Let's go.
Goody 3 to put Illinois up 8.
Man, he was wide open.
All right, 48-40. Shot of Hansberry on the sideline with the back spasms. We could use him because he'll get more minutes than Dame.
Yeah, he's got that versatility too. I think we could definitely use.
All right, little two-man game with Doug and with Terrace Reed. They're going to call a foul. I don't know. Seems. I mean, there probably was some contact there. Who am I kidding? Look at the replay here. Or this is going to be the Nkumwa. I'm going to call him Nkumwa, and let me know, chat window. It is Kamwa. Well, that's easy enough. Hey, chat window is open again. Big Tota, great to see you again, man. Kamwa. Great to see Big Tota again. Jacob, good evening to you, sir. Ryan as well, and we got a good little group here on this Thursday night. You know, to me, it's really simple, Isaac. First off, Florida Atlantic won, so
thank the Lord.
We just need them to keep winning.
Yeah,
I do think we have another couple of quality wins out there, but there's just simply not a ton. I think there's a lot of quad 2 wins out there to be.
Yeah, I think the bigger thing is just going to be avoiding like these bad losses, right? Like the committee can't. I mean, they probably will a little bit, but they're not going to. I don't think punish you a ton for winning a bunch of quad 2s.
No.
Like, but if you have a multiple quad 3s and a quad 4 loss, like, yeah, you're going to get punished for that. And I think the biggest thing, hope you avoid bad losses the rest of the year and then root for Maryland to somehow get into like the top 75s, and then it's only a quad 2.
I went to sleep last night before that game was over, and I woke up in the middle of the night and was like, oh, I need to see if Maryland. Of course, they didn't sneak it out. Why would they sneak it out?
Young had like 30. He had over half their points, and they lost.
Now, I will say in defense of Maryland, they have 2 really good. Well, I mean, Dante Scott, who's kind of been off this year by his standards.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened there.
But Reese and Young are really talented players.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see long term with Kevin Willard. What is their deal? What's their thing? Because right now you're kind of seeing the last vestiges of the Turgeon era.
Yeah,
and I think Young is a senior, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for love of God, he's been there forever. Reese is young.
Reese is a junior, I want to say. Well,
and
I think
Scott has to be like a 7th-year senior.
Yeah, I know.
He's been there forever.
I can't believe he's still on the team.
Was he on the team that came in here that
I'm
Friday
pretty
night?
sure.
God,
I know.
That was fun for like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, so, yeah, Maryland has your number. Trevor did a great deep dive.
Yes.
And I don't know if you can search your messages sometime today if we need fodder. He broke down since the COVID year.
Yep.
Underwood's record against every team, right? Now, Maryland is the outlier. You're 1-6 since 2020 against Maryland. You are 3-3 against Penn State, but you know what that means? You were 3-0 until last year.
Yeah.
You lost 3 in a row. For the most part, though, it's really the bugaboos have been Maryland, to a lesser extent, but still meaningful, Ohio State. And Indiana has been a little spotty in the Trace Jackson Davis era.
Okay, you want me to read through it?
Okay, so let's start with the good news.
Okay, so 5-0 Minnesota, 5-0 Nebraska, 5-0 Wisconsin, 4-0 Michigan, Northwestern 6-1. I would have thought that was less. Iowa 4-1.
What's 6-1 again?
Northwestern.
Okay, yeah, the one loss last year at Northwestern.
Iowa 4-1, Michigan State 4-1, Rutgers 4-2, Indiana 3-3, Penn State 3-3. Ohio State 3-4, Purdue 1-4, and Maryland 1-4.
So it's been Maryland, Purdue, Ohio State.
Yeah,
essentially the only ones with losing records.
So when did you beat Maryland?
You beat Maryland last year at home in early January.
Oh, that's right.
Randomly.
Yep. And then Purdue was like the 1 seed year, right? You killed them or something.
You killed them at home early in the COVID year.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so and the year before that, you killed them at Purdue.
Yep, that's right. That
was one of the first live reaction podcasts.
Yeah.
So here we are, 5 years later. No, that was 2020, so 4 years later.
Oh my gosh,
Damask,
dude, he does Butterfingers.
He does have a weird case of the Butterfingers. So a take here from Michigan, good no call on the foul. Good. And they get a little shove there. And I think Quincy probably got a little contact there. Not tie before that. So with 15 minutes to go, it's an on the floor foul. That's Quincy's second. Illinois' third.
Is it just me or like all of Marcus's turnovers recently?
They're just silly.
They're just silly. Been like
they aren't like
right to the other team.
Yes, and I like. Listen, you need him, of course.
Man,
and he's gonna as a high usage rate guy. There will be turnovers. I understand that. I accept that. There's no need for that. There's no explanation for that. The way it just slipped off.
I don't like Quincy with 3 fouls. What are they looking at?
Let's see here. So they're going to look at, I don't know.
Did he step out?
No, they wouldn't call that.
Oh, I think they want it to be called on tie.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, that would be an argument to be made because there wasn't a lot of contact on Quincy. So they're probably going to look at this. Yeah, that's what Ryan confirmed. And as Jacob said, Quincy didn't foul him there.
Yeah, he said I didn't touch him.
And I don't know if Ty has a foul yet, so that would be big.
I don't know.
Would that be Quincy's third, though? I thought he only had one.
That's what that's why Quincy was upset.
Okay, so they're going to look at this and probably overturn it because there wasn't contact on the Ty front. Contact on the Quincy front. So we got 48-42. It'll be an on the court foul. It'll be Illinois' 4th foul. The question is, will it be Quincy or Ty?
I don't think that was even.
I don't think it was a foul on Ty either. I mean,
like
again, the way they were calling it in the first half, it just seems counterintuitive to that.
Jumped out of bounds.
All right, well, chat window because we got the sound off.
Maybe it was on Ty sitting.
Ty sitting, yeah. If it was on Quincy, he would have sat. So that is the 3rd foul. Is that it on Illinois and only 1 foul on Michigan? So yeah, just avoid the chintzy foul calls, and I'm fine with the way this game is being officiated. 48-42 with 14:55 to go. Doug McDaniel on the right wing over to Kumwa. The 3 is up and good. Quincy was late getting out. You've got to defend that crap. It's a 3-point game. Some scrub ass. Sorry, I can't do this. I'm not going to get angry.
I hate this, dude.
They just showed
50% of people there.
What is with this broccoli haircut bull crap that you see all these young people have? Is it the Patrick Mahomes effect? The broccoli cut? What is it?
JJ McCarthy has it now too. I don't know exactly who started it, but
I sound like an old man, but it seems like the younger generation is okay looking like a bunch of dingwads. Good God.
My God.
Harmon's giving you nothing. He's giving you nothing. Damn it, Isaac, I'm starting to get pissed off. I'm not, actually. It is what it is.
Like the people there don't even care. They just won a national championship. They're all sitting down. There's nobody there.
They don't care.
It's because the Fab Five was their last game. We should have brought back the fine line.
I need to keep this and give him 2 PG-13
Oh,
tonight.
my goodness.
Doug McDaniel on the 2-man game up to Kumwa. It is a 1-point game. Illinois, like the first half, squanders an 8-point lead rather quickly. They were up 11-2 early. 7-0 scoring run after Illinois had a 7-0 scoring run. But the problem, Isaac, Quincy 3, nope.
Oh, my.
And it'll be Michigan ball. Block out from Shetter, who's also got a broccoli head. All right, so it's frustrating though, Isaac, because you gave up 2 possessions by Marcus just dribbling it to no one in particular, and Harmon just dribbling it to no one in particular. For an old team, they're doing dumb things, and this is beyond Terrence not being on the team.
Yeah,
these guys are not performing as good as they can be. And that to me is not top 10 quality, perhaps. I know they looked at it against Northwestern. They looked at, I guess, parts of the Michigan State game. And this one is going to be Illinois ball.
Oh.
Nope. Yeah, because Quincy just threw it right back to Doug McDaniel. We didn't switch. Okay, now we switch. Doug McDaniel with the ball at the top of the key. This is bullcrap, Isaac. This kind of mistake-ridden basketball is not acceptable, Terrence Shannon or not.
Dude.
Like, get your head out of your ass and start playing some basketball. Like any semblance of what you were playing the entire season, Terrence or not. Man. Unacceptable. Here's Doug taking Quincy. No good.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Coleman with the board. Wake up, guys. Just come on. Just be the older, more mature team. I say that as I'm saying a bunch of PG-13 words, not really being old or mature myself. All right, so here's Quincy. Passes up the 3 over to Justin. Back up top to Coleman. And we got 10 on the shot clock. Oh, here's Damask. That scared me a little bit. Damask, chance to ISO here. And he gets out of bounds. It'll be Illinois ball. I mean, if we were to see the replay,
it's interesting that this is happening now. Like, it felt like you played a few pretty good games, and I know Purdue, you had a terrible first half, but you closed it well. Played a pretty solid team game against Michigan State, and then
we've seen Isaac intermittently throughout the course of this game bonehead sequences. There we go.
Let's go.
That's a big take and one for Justin. Thank you, Justin.
Yes.
Who I really like. So I was just frustrated when he dribbled out of bounds, man. I always believed in you, Justin. I actually, well, look at this feed. Okay, so the nice little no-look bounce pass into Harmon from Ty on the inbounds play. And finally, Lewin made a bad play because this guy's been torching us.
You don't
see 2.6.
You don't see many basketball players with like the big long knee brace on.
Yeah,
it's more of a football thing.
Yeah,
come on, Justin.
50-47, 51-47. Baby. Nice. I love his free throw stroke.
Yeah, never doubted him.
Very compact. 51-47 with 12:45 to go. We're gonna ride the wave today, everybody. I'm sorry, we just are. We just are gonna ride that wave. Oh man. Hey, it's going quick though, Isaac.
I will say, besides, oh man,
3-pointer for I don't know who that is.
That's
Williams, the third. All right, 51-47. Illinois with the chance to extend their lead again. Here's Ty to Luke.
Come on, Luke, knock that down, baby. Let's go!
All right. Luke with a huge 3.
All right, back to 7, trying to do math. Let's go.
12-12 to go here, and Illinois with a 7-point lead. Luke with 2 threes this half, very badly needed. Yes. I need to see the defensive energy pick up here. Get the ball,
Go.
We got to break. Okay, this is up to Justin. Justin going to finish it.
He can dunk. Let's go.
Woo, okay. 8-0 scoring run. Poor Rosie's like, whoa.
Let's go. I did not think Justin could dunk. I mean, he had a game.
It took every inch of him, but he got a nice two-handed dunk up there.
It's funny because he's
6'4".
Yeah,
he's not small.
Block, baby.
Damask. Okay,
let's go.
Take off. Extend this lead, baby. This is Ty.
Junk that. Yeah.
Oh man. 11-point Illinois lead.
Baby.
10-0 run.
What'd they call?
I think just I don't know. What did they call everybody? Looks like they're looking at something or.
Oh, the bench got called for a technical.
A technical on Illinois. Kiss my ass.
Screw that.
Well, anyways, we have awoken.
Man, that was a great 2 minutes.
God dang. So the steal from Coleman up to Justin with the dunk.
Wow, dude.
You know what? Okay, so here's why that's encouraging to me, Isaac, is that we saw in that run there,
man,
a word that I have not really been able to use for this team, except for I would say, because to me the Michigan State game was about as even as they come. I mean, it really was. That was anyone's game.
Yeah.
But I think Michigan State brought their A game, and you countered with a B game. You had to gut it out. Mm-hmm. And we saw moments of crispness in that game. But Illinois, to me, that game, it was more of gutting it out kind of thing.
Yeah.
I saw in that 2-3 minute sequence crisp basketball. in a way that I haven't really seen since, I guess, stretches of the second half against Purdue, but really more like the Northwestern game where this team, I don't expect them to blow out everybody, but every now and then I still want to see that they're capable of taking a lesser team and beating them by double digits. I still need to see that occasionally to know that, you know what, there's still like a 4, maybe 5 seed in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, and the really encouraging thing about that, I feel like we were just concerned like 30 seconds ago. Not that all of our concerns are gone, but that was pretty spread out. Everybody making plays. I mean, Luke hits the 3, Coleman gets a steal, Justin dunks, Marcus gets the block, Ty Rogers scores. That was really like a really spread around effort too. It wasn't just Marcus taking over like he has had to do a lot of games. It was pretty collaborative and everybody stepping in and making plays. And I mean, Michigan.
I'm looking at the waveforms here, and we just it's all compressed, so it won't be that. It'll be distorted, but it won't blow your eardrums out. That was fun. Now, here's what I'm also encouraged by: technical foul, whatever, fine. I mean that. I mean that. You're up 11. They go to the line. They get 2 shots in the ball or 1 shot in the ball for technical.
I think it's just 1.
Okay, so fine.
Which they would have had the ball.
They were going to have the ball anyway, right? So to me, I hope that stretch. I'm not even just talking about this game, and I don't want to get too macro or hyperbolic, but I would love to think that stretch is like, guys, we still got it.
Yeah.
We still got it, because I do think we talked on the text thread about this, that this team in many ways have been through quite the journey in the last 3 weeks. And it was 3 weeks ago today that the news dropped.
Oh, my gosh. Give me a break.
They call a bench. Technical on that.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you see them kind of hold Brad back?
Oh, I mean, man. I bet you they probably had just been warned.
On Sincere? That's so stupid. So, hey, you know what? Fine. Galvanize the team. Use that.
Oh, my. He hasn't played all year, and he's going to have a technical foul.
He was standing in a corner. I doubt that's what would he have said that would have warranted a technical. Anyway, stupid. But Michigan will go the line. Let's see if the old adage of ball don't lie applies here. Here's Doug McDaniel, man of road but not home suspension. Because we are teaching this young man accountability. He's a Michigan man, Isaac. We're teaching him accountability. That's what Juwan does best.
Let's go.
Ball don't lie. Oh, God, I about said another B word after that, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it because I'm old and mature. All right, 58-47. Ball don't lie. Michigan ball. Oh, man, the juices are flowing right now.
I kind of forgot Nico played for like 6 minutes there.
Sincere.
He's still talking.
Sincere, drop it. Let it be.
Yeah.
It's all over. Don't do a DeMonte, and as much as I love DeMonte.
That was all for nothing because they missed the free throw.
Yes, exactly. It was their ball anyway.
Happened.
So here we go. It's Doug McDaniel with the ball here. Luke Goody on him. Let's just stretch this lead and put these punks out of their misery. Here's an entry to Kumwa. This is Coleman, who will probably play on him the rest of the game. At least try to challenge him. And, I mean, that's contested. That's great defense, Coleman. I mean, that's what you're going to do. Shut him and Doug down, and you're going to win this game. Up 11 with 11 to go. This is Damask. Kicks it up to Goody. Be there. Okay. You know what's weird about Goody as he airballs that? He misses some badly. It's weird.
He does. Like, he makes
and he looks so much like Lonte. It's really disarming. It's really disarming how much he looks like Lonte.
He kind of does.
All right. 10:58 to go. Michigan ball. 58-47.
I will say Doug McDaniel is very good. Like,
he's very good.
Very good. And I didn't.
That's a great job by Coleman contesting that.
On,
we don't get
dude.
the rebound, man. And another miss.
Oh, my.
Get the
gosh.
freaking rebound between missing layups and just grab the freaking ball. Good guy. You know, here's the good news, Isaac. We're in position for both shots and rebounds all the time against Maryland. Same thing.
They must have been eating movie theater popcorn at halftime or something with a bunch of butter all over
I would love to think, and I do think it's possible. The offensive system itself is getting you all the looks that you want.
Oh, man.
What a lame-ass call.
Yeah.
I thought Justin, man.
They showed a stat in the first half, I want to say, that like you're on pace to beat your scoring average or you're on pace to have like the highest scoring average since like 94 or something like that.
Yeah. No, I think the offense is going to continue to be straight up good, objectively so.
Yeah.
And I do think that the defense has been what's been concerning me more. I mean, Maryland scored 76 on you at home. That's a problem.
There were some bad stretches against Michigan State, too.
But it's really just like, I don't know if they're a little bit antsy, they're a little bit touchy, whether it be the layups missed or not corralling balls for rebounds that they were a few weeks ago. This is Namari Burnett. First free throw is good. It's a 10-point game. No, Ryan has a great thing in the chat window. Can I be petty and say the way Doug is spelled makes me angry? So angry. No, Ryan.
Yeah.
It does not. It's not. It is petty. I'm petty as well. It's silly. It's absolutely silly, and it's just one of those little touches that if he were on our team, maybe we think it's cute. He's not. He's on Michigan. It's annoying. It pisses me off for no particular reason.
Dang.
All right, 9-point lead for Illinois with 10:30 to go. Right now, I need to see an extended stretch here where we maintain a lead because, Isaac, we've gotten up 9. We've gotten up 7 a few times. Let's see us maintain a lead.
Let's just win comfortably.
10:20 to go. That one's knocked away here, so we still got 17 on the shot clock. This is Coleman. Tie at the top of the key. Over to Marcus, trying to drive it in. I think he can make something happen here against Terrace. Is this Terrace Reed?
Yeah.
We still got 5 on the shot clock. He's just going to have to put one up. There you go. You got some space there, Damask.
Let's
Coleman.
go, baby. Good, Coleman.
I got scared there.
Yes.
Coleman with a great putback. I thought it was going to bounce right out. And he did, too, the way he's
Yes.
looking. There's probably this mutual understanding with the team. Like,
Uh-oh.
God dang. Oh, sorry. This
get off.
buffering. Are you on Wi-Fi?
I probably am.
Does it remember my
I
Wi-Fi
think
now?
so, yeah.
Oh, get it, Coleman. Oh, get it.
That's a jump.
Jump ball,
Thank
jump ball.
you. That's
Okay.
ours. We'll take it.
Wow. So wait a second here. Did we not get the ball at the start of the I guess we didn't.
Did we
Did we win the tip? I didn't see the tip.
I know. I didn't either.
Did
'cause
we win the
Michigan
tip,
State
everybody?
game was still on.
That would be an aberration. We haven't won a tip in months.
Okay,
And that's okay. It's fine.
This is like an old man yells at cloud thing, too. Minnesota was down like 12 with like 40 seconds left, and they fouled. Otherwise,
I
we
know.
would have, and then we missed the first basket of this game.
They do have some individual talent, or do we play at Minnesota or just at home?
Man, I haven't looked that far in the schedule.
I
but-
will tell you one team I'm glad we don't have to play at is Nebraska.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
That's the one. Here's Quincy.
Let's go, Quincy.
And he will go the line to shoot 2. Isaac, I need to see something new from Quincy.
Yeah.
I need to see him make both. Not just
Yeah.
he misses the first all the time.
Yep.
Then he makes the second. I need to see him make both.
He has a very like rainbowy shot too. His 3-point shot is pretty rainbowy too. It's like the opposite of Coleman.
Yeah. 11-point lead for Illinois with 9:30 to go. Again, I like the way this game is being officiated. That is only the second team foul on Michigan.
Yeah.
5 on Illinois, but for the most part, they are letting them play. I like the flow. Here's Quincy. First one's up and
Nice.
good. Okay, come on.
I think the first half there was only like 10 free throws shot combined.
Yeah.
Oh wow, only Big Ten player averaging 1.3 blocks and steals.
Coleman, I think, has been terrific since the
Yes.
Rutgers game, since he came back. And, you know, Terrence was your best player, of course, but Coleman has been, despite all the score, Quincy misses a second, but 12-point lead with 9:28 to go.
Wow.
Damask, despite all the offense, and Quincy with the 10 and 12 so
12
far.
boards. Missed that. Let's
3
go,
no
baby.
good for Doug. It's going to
That's
be
ours.
Illinois ball
Thank
with
you.
9:20 to
Thank
go.
you.
Okay, so with Damask being your go-to guy offensively, I don't think he's your best player. I really do think all the things that we talked about, and sometimes it was hard to see because of maybe a big silly decision here or there,
Yep.
and sometimes it's histrionics, which can drive you nuts if you're losing. Coleman has been so good. He's been very good. Here's Damask. The take is up, no good. We
Good
get a board.
tie.
Tie with a
Take
good
that
board.
out, baby.
Is he going to reset or is he going to try to take it on Terrace Reed? He goes under the hoop. Here's Quincy trying to take it baseline. I like the way we're kind of slashing to the rim here. Quincy misses it. Was that Harmon to put it back in?
I don't know.
We got a putback
I
that was
don't know.
acrobatic as hell.
Yes.
Illinois up 14. They're kicking butt on the boards, 33-22. A great run here with 8:35 to go. Michigan has missed their last 8, and I got to say most of them have been contested. So here is Namari Burnett trying to take it on Harmon. This is going to be Coleman trying to defend it down.
Let's
Justin,
go,
that's
baby.
it.
Let's
Okay.
go, baby.
We
Let's
got a
go,
break.
baby. Let's go, baby.
Quincy to Justin. Finish
Woo!
Justin.
Oh, he got fouled.
Okay. So Justin will go to the line to 2. 2 shots?
Yeah.
Man, dude, I'm fired up tonight.
Yeah, this is
Come on.
like the opposite of the Maryland game where you just collapsed in the second half.
Chat window, are you guys fired up? God dang.
So to your point about Coleman being like your best overall player, I think I would 100% agree with that. Like it's easy to overlook how important somebody is on defense and blocking shots and getting in the way. Now I will say, like, if it's late game, it's a tie ball game, or you're up 2. Obviously, I want Damask with the ball. I want somebody that's going to either get fouled or most likely score. But overall, like, if say obviously Terrence being out is kind of worst case scenario, but if anybody else the rest of the season were to get hurt, and I would say like that's like code red, it would definitely be Coleman.
64-49. This was a 1-point game. And I need a chat window. I don't know if you guys remember you have the ESPN analytics or something, but I want to say 5 or 6 minutes ago, it might have been a 1-point game. They'll probably flash something here.
Yeah.
Justin's going to have a chance here with a second free throw. It is up. It is good.
Nice shot.
He's got a great free throw stroke.
Does.
And I also like to 65-49 with 8:18 to go. It's a 17-2 scoring run. You have outscored them by 15, so that means 4.5 minutes ago you were up 1 point.
Wow.
But you know what I love about it? How many points has the defense created for you in easy shots,
great
Isaac?
defense, yeah.
It's been so complimentary, and this team that transition buckets, like it's okay.
I don't
it's
know.
only your sixth foul.
I don't know the last time Michigan hit a shot, because their 2 points, I'm pretty sure, were free throws.
Yeah, Namari Burnett.
Yeah.
So we'll see a field goal drought thing at some point.
That was Quincy that made that.
This is from, let's see, is it R. Pike? Okay, R. Pike says, this is definitely one of the more fun teams to watch that I can remember in a while, even without TSJ. You know, to that point, I think, Isaac, that as I've texted you guys before, there's a bit of kind of a reckoning or kind of acceptance period going on. And we can talk about this later, but it is ongoing and it's external. The Terrence Shannon stuff, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that we have this team without who would have been a first-team All-American, no doubt.
Mm.
And I would agree with R. Pike here, beginning with the FDU game. And then, of course, the Northwestern game, which was just absolute bliss. Yeah, Purdue was frustrating, but you showed signs of life. Michigan State was exhilarating. You had to gut it out. Maryland was the first one, R. Pike, that made me think, uh-oh. But to this second half, and more to the point, this 5-minute stretch, I'd love to think, just as I said when they got the technical on Sincere, I'd love to think, if we're looking macro, that we could look back at that as, okay, after all the off-court stuff these guys had to think about, and I think they're probably starting to get in acceptance mode too, let's be honest.
Yeah.
That they realize, wait, we're still pretty good. You know, like, let's just play ball. And they have such an old team that has a pretty unique skill set that I think, even without a Terrence Shannon Jr., depending on matchups, can be a pretty tough out in the tournament. And I'll be honest, too. I don't care about the Big Ten championship. I don't care about Big Ten tournament. We know what this year is about.
Right. It's getting to the second weekend for sure. Yeah, I mean, looking back on the past few games, really the stretch without Terrence, I think. Obviously, Maryland was the worst, and then the first half of Purdue happened, and you were like, oh, geez. But then again, it's Purdue. And I do think tonight, like, I mean, Michigan's 7-10 for a reason. That definitely plays a part in it. But
they're bad.
We do have pieces that I think could, you know, pan out in the tournament. You have a guy like Marcus is like one of those guys that people remember his name. But, I mean, we've had that in the past, and I thought that would happen. But I do think this year the big difference is that the offense is pretty consistently clicking. Like, even against Maryland, I mean, we scored 67, but we did shot terribly. Like, the defense was more of the problem against Maryland, and I think we were, like, 1 for 13 from 3 in the second half. So if that doesn't tell you, like, how bad the defense was, then – so, yeah, again, I do think there's a lot of encouraging things, but – Michigan is also really bad, and that's why I was going to be so disappointed if we lost. I think, again, just go the rest of the season without losing to, like, those bottom couple Big Ten teams, and I'll feel a lot better going into March.
Good one here from Jacob. I think when the team was sick last week, it hurt on the defensive end. Their bodies might be starting to come around and look way better tonight. They do, for whatever it's worth. There was a bounce to their step here in the second half. I wonder if stealing a few minutes with Nicolo Moretti – and, I mean, Dane stole his 5 or 4 first half minutes, excuse me. And I will be interested as we go along here, Isaac. You know, I would love to have a comfortable lead at the 4-minute timeout so you can even give those guys a few more minutes rest. I do think the workload will become a question and a concern as the season goes along. Michigan up and in, so they get a bucket here to make it 14 with 7:50 to go. I would love here to get to the 4-minute timeout still with a comfortable double-digit lead.
100%.
And then maybe you can gradually trickle your guys out. And, kick across to Quincy. I was a little scared there. Quincy taking it to the rim, up, and he will go the line to 2. But, hey, man, these guys are attacking. This offense is all about getting to the rim, and they can do it at will.
Yeah, Quincy's been great off the bounce. And Maryland, he didn't finish that well. Michigan State, he finished really well, and really for the most part, I think that's been a big part of his game that's grown. And I mean the biggest thing for Quincy right there, 13 rebounds. Like,
that's impressive.
He's been all over the air getting those boards.
And he makes
his
this
first
free throw, so he's 2 for 3. It's back to a 15-point lead for Illinois with 7:36 to go. Yeah, I think that Quincy is pretty much Mr. Reliable. If you look at his box scores over the last month and a half, he misses that free throw. He's not a good free throw shooter. That's one thing he's not reliable at. And it's really peculiar because it seems like he has a soft touch on the court.
And he's been solid from 3.
Yeah, he has been solid from 3. I mean, it's if you take out the three-point shooting from the first 2 weeks of the season, Damas trying to get in there to block Terrace Reed, but I like that Coleman was aware.
Right.
Keep your hands up. Do not foul. Coleman wants a 3. I don't love that.
No, that was dumb.
Okay, so it's a 13-point game. Coleman trying to get back on defense. Kamwa, this is going to be over to Terrence Williams III, and the 3's no good, and that's a big miss. Coleman, slow it down, baby.
Right.
Let's just pretend that was a heat check you didn't need. Ty with the ball. We got 20 to go on the shot clock with 6:50 to go in the game. He's trying to attack.
Oh, nice.
Nice move.
Nice,
Ty. Finish, Ty.
His touch around the basket is like, I know he still misses some layups, but it's way better than last year.
It's crazy body control that after contorting himself like that, that's a nice little alley-oop.
You would like to see Ty
13-point lead
eventually attempt like a 10 or 12-foot jumper, floater or something, but
this is Ty here kicking it over to Quincy, up to Coleman, back to Quincy, the open 3. No good. It's going to be back to Michigan. Got to get a stop here.
So Michigan's going with that zone now.
Yeah. I think you can still attack it, though.
Yeah.
I think you have the guys that can get to the rim even against that zone. It's going to be Doug McDaniel up and good.
Dude.
So it's an 11-point game with 6 to go. It is time to stem the tide a little bit as the 4,000 in attendance are getting a little loud there at the Chrysler Arena.
Come on, boys.
So we do see a 2-3 zone here. Quincy got the baseline.
Oh.
And they got the foul.
Oh,
now, Quincy,
nice.
We need you to make 2 here, bud.
Come on, buddy.
Come on. I mean, you got 2 shots here.
Has Michigan played Michigan State yet?
No. I think I would have remembered if they did.
Yeah.
I do not think they have, no.
Doug versus Tyson will be
fun.
A fun matchup.
Yeah, Michigan State was not on their A game tonight, but at the end of the game, they closed it out like you do. And I do think Michigan State is going to go on a bit of a run here with their schedule. And now that they were mentioning on the broadcast, Quincy misses the first. Gosh dang, Quincy, make a free throw, man. 2 for 5. They're mentioning on the broadcast that Malik Hall's had a couple big games in a row, and we saw it here.
Yeah, he played well.
And if he does start kind of coming alive, he is a really tricky matchup for a lot of Big Ten teams. And I thought a couple years ago he was sometimes their best player.
Yeah, and I think everybody thought he was going to take that leap and be like a first-team Big Ten guy. And
he kind of plateaued.
Yeah.
12-point lead for Illinois with 5:42 to go. Every stop here gets you that much closer to a win. Here's Doug McDaniel.
Oh.
What a crossover.
Wow.
And he makes a 2-pointer. It is a 10-point game with 5:30 to go.
Jeez.
We just got to avoid the Travis Trice thing like at Wisconsin back in the 2021 season. Doug with 14 points, 2 boards.
Man, it feels like he has more.
All right, this is going to be Coleman up top, over to Ty on the right. Ty back up to Coleman. Lucas kind of camping out there. We got Coleman trying to take it in. Ty with a nice layup.
Good pass.
Nice finish and a great pass.
Yes.
You're right. And there was a lot of forward momentum for Ty there that I was worried he was just going to kind of sail out of bounds. He's got, again, great body control.
I think
14 points for Ty.
Ty needs to try out for the football team, too, I think.
Ooh, nice Coleman with a huge block on Doug.
Let's go, baby.
Can we finish? Ty trying to take it to the rim.
Oh, man.
No contact? Well, I tell you what, that was in and out.
Yeah.
I like that. You could say, well, he should have pulled
aggressive.
it back. No, that was a good look. That was a good look. I'm fine. It's a 10-point game with 4:40 to go. There was no contact on that.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Come on. Michigan going back to set up their zone. I would assume, because they are not pressuring the ball, which you would think would be one way to get it. It looks like man-to-man again, right? Or no, back to 2-3.
Damask hasn't done much.
No. Damask would have an open look. Does he take it? No. He's going to try to take it to the basket.
Nice take.
You've got to finish the freaking layup. Get over there, Luke. Get the stop on Williams III. All right, so we got Quincy up top on Doug if they kick it back out to him, but Luke is on Terrence Williams III. Is this Kumwa? Sorry.
Look at Coleman. Let's go, baby.
Holy crap. Slow it up. We don't need it unless it's wide open here, guys. Marcus Damask.
Nice take,
All right,
baby.
He made it. Love that. I love it that they made it. And hey.
Brad just took a timeout.
Johnny on the spot with the timeout.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like that.
So here's what we did. We were up 15 or 16 at the 8 timeout. This is 4 minutes to go. You lost a couple points.
Up 12.
But Michigan has kind of hit a heater offensively.
Yeah.
That's desperation mode for them. Encouraged. Very encouraged.
Great, man. That was a great steal by Coleman.
All right, so let's see here, everybody. As Big Toto said, got to stop this little run. I think that was a really big way of stemming the tide there. And as I was saying during the transition, oh, God, slow it up. But no, worked out well for Illinois. And as Jacob said, Hawkins on D has been amazing. What can you say? I mean, he's everywhere. Everywhere.
The fact that he's able to, like, be so quick with his hands, too, and get those steals. And, I mean, I don't know if he's, like, at this level, but, like, when Trent was here, right, you knew whoever the other team's point guard was pretty much going to be shut down or they were going to be tired by the end of the night because Trent was just going to be getting through every screen and, like, attacking them. Like, if I had one-on-one matchup versus anyone on the other team, like, anybody's best player, I would choose Coleman. Like,
I love Trent. I do.
Yes.
He was like the pesky defender of smaller guards.
That's what I'm saying. Trent couldn't guard like a center, but like Coleman could.
And he can guard a point guard.
Yeah, which is crazy.
I saw in the Maryland game, they kept switching him onto Jameer Young, whether that was Maryland's call or our call, but I don't feel like Jameer was getting quite as much against Coleman. I'm just really impressed with how everything of his career, every bit of his career and all his skill set has been building up to this senior year.
Yeah.
And what can be so satisfying, it's going to be fleeting in this era of college basketball, is the 4-year guy.
You're going to remember the ones that do it.
Yeah, it's going to be so rare going forward. So even for the good programs. So it's really cool, and I'm going to try to cherish sounds so lame. But I am going to try to embrace the fact that it looks like Orange Crush might be there up in the stands.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to really relish, is that a better word, this kind of putting it all together that we're seeing with Coleman. Because I think that's what it is. He is so comfortable out there. The game is so slow for him.
I think Coleman's going to be one of those guys, too. Like, obviously this year it's been way easier to be pro Coleman than in the past couple of years. But Coleman's going to be one of those guys where when he's gone, you're going to miss him and be like, man, if we just had like that guy with that size that could hit a couple threes and guard like that, like,
hey, he's got to. I'll say this: sophomore year, you don't beat Iowa at home without Coleman. He was unbelievable. That game. You don't win against Chattanooga if he doesn't get the block. You lose in the first round of the NCAA tournament. He had some legacy building stuff as a sophomore.
Yeah,
I think the junior year stuff, he was still relatively pretty good, and we lumped all the frustrations with him with everybody else that year.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, it's like, Coleman probably wasn't the problem.
No,
and that's why this year is particularly exciting to see. Okay. If this team can do something, that's the kind of guy you welcome back to State Farm Center, and he gets a huge ovation.
Yeah.
Because it's like, man, Coleman, we love you because we saw all the trials and tribulations and some of your not great moments, and you were part of some major successes.
Also, the fact that he stuck everything out, too. Oh, man.
I mean,
felt kind of offensive.
Felt like a little shoulder there, but a nice take from this Reed guy is a beast.
He's big. He was a big-time, I want to say, 5-star recruit.
All right, so it's a 10-point lead for Illinois, and he's going to go to the line for an and one. I think there was, as we were waxing philosophical about Coleman there, the foul on him, it wasn't the best because he got Terrace Reed's non-shooting wrist. It's like it didn't impact the shot at all. Boop, 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 boop. Free throw was up and good. Have they missed a free throw? It's technical.
Yeah, Doug missed that one.
All right, 9. They are going to do 9-point lead here. They're going to do a little pressure, it looks like, on Ty. Illinois trying to get across half court.
Whoa.
They do. Ooh, hello. And they do with plenty of time left. So 20 on the shot clock, 3:27 to go. Every possession here is one possession closer to closing this game out. Coleman over
I
to
would like
Luke.
to see Damas touch the ball.
Nice entry to getting a little too clever there, Ty. But a foul on Michigan. We got a
It was
break there. I
kickball.
feel like.
It was a
Oh,
kick.
kickball.
Yeah.
We got a break. 20
Yeah.
seconds on the shot clock.
That was a terrible pass, too.
Wow. Yeah. Ty got too cute. I like
Man.
Ty taking it to the middle of the court,
Yeah.
and that's what he's best at as a point guard. Oh my God.
Oh, wow. He hit himself in the face.
Yep. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Coleman up at the top of the key.
Yeah, we
gonna
need
give it to
Damas to
Damask.
touch the ball.
Damask, you got time, man. You don't need to rush this. And he takes it back out. We got 10 on the shot clock. So they clear out. It's going to be Damask doing his thing. Just make a shot, baby. He's trying to take it to the lane. Kicks it out to Harmon. Harmon. 3. No good.
Dude,
And a foul on Michigan. That's right. I was scared there. So the shot for one, I was
Yeah.
worried he didn't get it off. Second, the rebound went long, but there was a
Yeah.
foul. Williams, the second, not the third, pushed Coleman in the back. Boy,
Man, he is all over him.
he was. We got a lot of breaks on that one.
Marcus, man, if he could knock down some of those threes, he'd be so much more of a threat. I mean, he already is.
Yeah. So 7 foul on Michigan, so that means Coleman goes to the line
Uno.
with 2:55 to go. He
Thank
makes
you.
the first. Thank you, Coleman. That's big. All right, 10-point lead for Illinois, back to a 4-possession game with 2:55 to go. Whew, man. Coleman tonight, I don't know what the stat line is. I know he's double-digit scoring. I don't know how many rebounds.
Yeah.
Second free throw, up and good. It's an 11-point Illinois lead with 2:55 to go. Michigan, you get a couple more stops here, you're pretty much golden. This is Coleman on Doug. Here's Terrence the second on Justin Harmon. He takes it, but no foul.
Coleman's 17-9.
2:40 to go. 17-9. Good
Yeah.
God, man. Okay, so get it across. There we go. Illinois gets it across. 20 to go. Tie with ball back up to Damask. We have 2:28 in the game. 15 now on the shot clock. It's a 9-point Illinois lead. Get a bucket here to extend it back to a 4-possession lead. Here's Marcus with Terrace Reed on him. Kicks it over to Quincy. The 3. That was a good-looking shot.
Coleman.
Coleman makes the putback. Well done, Coleman.
Man.
He's been so good.
Oh,
I
he is-
mean, I cannot praise how for someone that used to drive me up a wall.
Yes. 19
And 10. What a double-double. All right, so here's Kumwa. Quincy gets a hand on it, out of Kumwa on his
Let's go,
foot.
baby.
Yes. That's right.
Oh, man.
1:58 to go, Isaac, with an 11-point lead. It's these plays now that, Isaac, we weren't making for the first half against Michigan
Yeah.
and the whole game against Maryland. The second half, they've made
It's
them.
coming together.
All of them.
It feels good against Michigan, too.
Oh, it feels always great against
Yes.
Michigan. I mean,
What
they're going to review it to see if it was actually – because it was bang. I thought it was off Kumwa's foot, but we'll see here. All right, so he's driving it. Illinois got some hands in there. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
It's off on him. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah, as Jacob says, Coleman's the player of the game. I mean, Quincy's got the
Oh,
double-double. Coleman's got one too, but it's all those other things that Coleman's doing.
I mean,
Refs with the quick review. I love it.
I might be forgetting something, but I'm trying to think of a negative play tonight from Coleman besides maybe Terrace Reed having a couple layups, but it's been all positive pretty much.
Yeah.
Man, that Quincy and Coleman combining for 33 and 23.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
That's awesome.
I think in our thread, because what we do, for those that don't know, is we do our dog predictions. I think I should make it a Twitter thing, actually. It'd go nuts.
Yeah.
200-level dog predictions.
There
Can we
you
do
go.
it? Can we
Let's
do that?
it. Yeah, I love
All right,
taking
let's
pictures.
start that. So we do that in our text thread, and I think I said 78 to 67. Now, there are probably way too much time left. But I
Yeah.
predicted a 10, 11-point win. I thought that this was a game that, one, we'd put together, and we did, but a little bit, I was scared,
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
We did put it together finally, and that when you would put it together, Michigan would make enough mistakes to let you just gradually pull away. We pulled away quickly, and to this team's credit, have been kind of just taking the counter punches pretty well from Michigan.
So you went on that crazy run. It was 18-4 or something.
Nice tie.
And then I don't know what it got to within 9 again. I think that was the closest it got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tie with the first free throw was good. Credit to him, man. He was, 40% from the free throw line last year?
Yeah.
68% this year, and he was struggling the first 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's had some bad misses today.
Yeah, he has.
Reverted a little bit, but he does make the first to put you back up 12. Here's Doug McDaniel, Coleman on him, and they're finding Terrace Reed, and don't foul him.
Yeah, just let
Quincy.
him score at this point.
I like Quincy, but there's the occasional what the hell, man.
Yeah, right.
Don't touch him.
He does leave. It's interesting. Maybe that's why he leaves some to be
That's not a foul though. So
I mean,
never mind.
Yeah, I don't know what
That's not a foul.
I don't really know what he's supposed to do, but
I mean, what is he supposed to do? Run away from him?
yeah.
Sorry, Quincy. I thought that you had gotten like a hip check on him, but you
Yeah.
didn't. Free throw was up and good. Because why would their big miss it? He's got to go figure. All right, 9-point lead with 1:47 to go.
Again, here's another. Dane plays like 2-3 minutes in the first half.
Yeah.
Nico came out of nowhere and played. And
Nice job here. Nice job breaking the press.
Ah!
Oh!
What a way to finish.
Alley-oop from Coleman to Quincy. Oh, my God.
What a duo tonight.
Yes. Wow. 11-point lead for Illinois again, 1:30 to go. The three is no good for Michigan, and we got a board here over the back, going back to Illinois.
Oh,
what? How was that on Justin Harmon? He was in front of him. This ball. Okay, sorry. I was about
Man, that
PG-13.
was textbook.
Let's focus on the alley-oop. Look at this. The replay shows just. Oh. God, that feels good.
Yes.
All right. Fine. Send Michigan to the line, even though that wasn't a foul. Let's draw this out, you dingbats.
They got
Here's
the over.
Terrence Williams, the 8th, with his whatever.
He just keeps getting
Fine.
more.
We're just adding numbers to his. Makes it because they don't miss their freaking free throws, and they're still down 10. Jesus Christ. I hate these sons of guns. Not hate. I don't hate anybody. They annoy me. Hate's a strong word. Isaac. Do you hate them?
Do I hate Michigan? Oh, man.
You can use it. You can say you do. It's fine.
If there's a team that I hate, it's Michigan.
It's
if I have to choose one, yeah. And everything. That's why I'm still recovering from watching them win the national title a couple years ago.
Yeah, that was rough. Okay, so we got the inbound into Damascus. Remember Illinois.
Interesting.
Okay, he's going the line to shoot 1-and-1. Was that a foul, though?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It looked
It's
like
like
he
you
was
already
just
touched him.
slapping at the ball.
Now, we do have the stretch coming up, and
Yeah.
it's not at Indiana, by the way, so that's a misnomer. We don't play at Indiana this year.
Oh, yeah.
Rutgers at Northwestern, Indiana at home, at Ohio State, Nebraska at home. I think the big breaks here, Isaac, are very clear.
Yep.
You don't play at Indiana. You don't play at Nebraska. I think those environments are tough for anybody.
Well,
Mass makes it.
even
10-point lead.
the 1 seed was the 1 seed year, right? It took us to overtime to beat Nebraska, or it was really close.
The 1 seed year, we took 2 overtimes at Indiana.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
I got my vaccine that day, and I started feeling really garbage during that game. We called that podcast the dumbest game ever played, or something like that.
Oh, yeah, because Io fouled out.
Io fouled out,
Yeah.
but Curbelo and Kofi
Yep,
kind of
yep.
turned up in the second overtime. Oh, no foul on Reed? I thought that was quite the violent screen there. Oh,
Wow.
yes.
Okay, we don't need to
Tie
score.
with a little
Slow
block.
down.
Yeah, there we go. Well done, Illinois.
Nice play,
1:08 to
dude.
go. They're going to foul Damas to go to the line. A block, an emphatic block from
Yes,
Ty.
that was super athletic.
There's been a lot of fist pumps tonight, a lot of getting out of your seat. That just seeing this team get some swag after what was a labored win against Michigan State, a tough win, and then a lethargic game against Maryland. A few days off might have been what they needed. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't think
Nice, Marcus.
traveling to Ann Arbor in January would, heat up your game, but
Well, since Juwan's been there, it has been.
that's true.
No,
yeah.
usually we played at Michigan late in the year, except
Except,
the IO buzzer beater
Yep.
was in January.
yep,
And that was like, oh, we might have something here.
yeah. I think I am really hoping to. I mentioned this earlier. Like, let's avoid that January disappointment, few game stretch. Now, last year I don't remember if you. I mean, it was December that was awful, right? Last year, and then
December, and then
Yeah.
it spilled into early January
Yeah.
because we got back from the bowl game and got smoked by Northwestern. Coleman,
right.
Oh, come on. Just we're going to pull it back because we're nice guys, but they're going to foul down 13 like the losers they are. I'm going to gloat in this, you little Ivy League wannabe pompous asses from Michigan can just go blow, like Isaac's shirt
Go
says.
blow,
Go
yeah.
blow.
Let's go.
Go blow, you little punks. And Juwan, you inauthentic little, we grow the Michigan man, the pomposity of these jerkwads. I love every second of this. I'm going to just relish in the fact that Michigan just sucks, Isaac. They just suck.
How bad, like, if I told you Illinois basketball was going to be like Michigan this year, right? Like under 500, but you win a football national title.
Would I take it?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's what I've just been thinking about this whole
I would-
time. Like, these fans, Michigan doesn't care.
Isaac, if Illinois basketball won a national title,
Yeah.
our football team could lose every game for 10 years. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we're a basketball school, they're a football
Yeah.
school. If we finally get that basketball title, I don't care what happens on the other end. I am golden for a decade.
Yeah, that
I
would
really
be,
am. In
that
chat
would be
window, let me
sweet.
know if that's ridiculous to say. Sorry, orange eggs and ham. That is a great screen name, by the way.
I would give up my 30s
A timeout from Juwan.
for a national title, 100%.
I really love how much Michigan annoys me. It fuels me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I
It
can't
makes
stand
me
them.
happy when
Yeah.
they lose, and I
Yeah.
feel a little bit. Here's the thing: my brother-in-law is a huge Michigan fan, but he knows the deal with Juwan. He knows, he gets it. And with me, Michigan football, that was one thing where I didn't wake up the next day like, I can't believe Michigan football won.
Yeah.
You have that.
Yeah, but
You have the proximity to it.
I will say it's less like because Illinois and Michigan football has never been really like maybe before I was born, but since I've been alive, it's never really been able to even be competitive. So
Did they just say Wisconsin's a 2 seed?
yeah,
No, they aren't. No, they aren't. Let's just be real. Come
they're
on.
not. It's
They're
like
not.
it's funny because they're not, but their resume is probably gonna say they are. Like they just keep winning.
Can we just ask for Marquette to just lose a bunch of games now? Because that's one key win for them.
Yeah,
They got
but it
smoked
makes
by
us look worse.
Who cares?
Yeah,
I'll take the sacrifice. A foul on Michigan. 43.7 to go. I really want Juwan to take that last time out after they go back down, get a 2-point bucket to make it a 14-point game. I really want him to do that. This is gamesmanship, everybody. Juwan is playing Chinese checkers to Underwood's plain old checkers. That's what he's doing.
Oh, I thought maybe he was playing for the over, but it was 153.
Juwan wouldn't do that. Actually, I don't know if he would or not. Coleman rolls it in. Keep fouling us. I don't care. 87-73. Hey, I got to say that even though I expected us to win this game, I didn't expect to feel this freaking good.
No, I think that
I feel great.
really like that 10-12 minute stretch. That
15-point
10-12
lead.
minute stretch of the beginning of the second half was the best basketball you played in a while.
Dude, Underwood should just call a timeout when we get the rebound. Just call the timeout. They take Coleman out. Unbelievable game
Yeah,
from Coleman. 21
awesome.
points, a double-double. Guerrier, unbelievable game. Damask, hey, still got 15. That's his new baseline, Isaac.
Yeah,
Credit to him.
Talk about sleepy 15. And,
And
Harmon's
we
made
got a
some
break.
plays this half.
Yes, he has. He has come alive in the second half, and Michigan's not going to foul. With 30 seconds to go, Illinois will run it down until 7 seconds left on the game clock. They're going to win this game 88-73. Brad Underwood's going to go 7-0 against Juwan Howard. Illinois will get a much-needed win.
No
0-3 from Justin.
way.
Quincy with a man's rebound. 10 seconds to go. Illinois will
go,
win this game
baby.
88-73 and really take you into the weekend feeling good.
Man,
Let's
yeah.
kick Rutgers' butt on
Yeah,
Sunday.
yeah.
I think I like the fact that they went to overtime, got the emotional win. I
And
do
that's
like
at
that.
the rack.
It's at the rack, yeah. 88-73, Illinois beats Michigan. 7th consecutive win. I know I've already
Wow.
said that. It's just good saying it again.
Heck yeah.
Just really good saying that.
It's fun to have like the let's go games, where like they come down to the wire, but also like kicking back and just chilling and coasting is nice too.
Maybe Juwan will let Martelli coach the next game.
Where did it say who Michigan was?
It doesn't matter. It's a nice thing to
He's
do.
like, yeah, his second cousin, his niece is from there. I'm gonna let him.
Maybe
coach this
we
game."
amend Doug's suspension for odd days on the calendar,
Yeah.
even days. I think just that kind of this is the brilliant revelatory coaching strategies of Juwan Howard. Listen, I don't want to kick a guy while he's down. He's going to get fired. He'll be gone.
I mean,
You think Michigan would actually keep him?
I don't know. Gus Johnson thinks he's going to
Gus
the NBA.
Johnson's a moron.
I know.
He is a complete.
I haven't talked to a Michigan fan that I unfortunately I know a lot of them that want him to be there. So
That was fun, Isaac.
that was really fun. Like I said, it was like a calm. Like I was getting really nervous there at halftime on my way over. The roads were getting
Me
bad.
too.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna get in an accident, and we're gonna freaking lose. But
Now, man, here's the deal. I'm going to be whistling Dixie when I'm shoveling the driveway tomorrow morning at 5:50 in the morning.
And it's
I'm going to be
Friday.
super happy. It's Friday.
yes,
Illini fans, what a win. Isaac, I'm glad you were here for it.
yes, this was a good.
You can
one
wear
to
that
be back for.
Go Blow shirt anytime you want to. I love it. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Sunday, I don't think I'm going to the Rutgers game. I don't think, even though I got to say, one side of my family has been really sick, so they might not use their tickets. I don't know. If I don't go to the Rutgers game, we'll do a second half pod. If I do go to the Rutgers game, we'll do a podcast on Monday. I know next Wednesday is a big game at Northwestern.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Isaac's in for it. You're the good luck charm. You got to come back for all the away games now.
Oh man, yeah.
Now,
So-
you got another duty later tonight, right?
Yeah, I got to go do that. So, I think Jeremy and Derek both were not. They both didn't travel,
So
but
they
Joey
gave-
was there.
Okay,
but we're
cool.
still gonna do a podcast.
All right,
so,
cool.
Yeah,
Well, hey, you two, we appreciate it. We hope you had as much fun as we did. What a fun game. And Illinois gets a big 15-point win on the road against Michigan. Hey, Michigan's not good, but you did what good teams do to not good teams and got some mojo back in the process. All right, for our awesome sponsors, DPDO online at dpdo.com, Dogtown Heating, Air, and Plumbing, 217-841-4728. Also, got to thank State Farm agent Brian Hansen online at brianismyguy.com. And finally, Owen Builders LLC online at owenbuildersllc.com. Look at this. 2-hour game and change. Nice, quick, and easy, and a great way to start your weekend. We'll let you know on Twitter if we're going to be doing a second half pod on Sunday. But regardless, we'll be back soon. And hopefully this is the thing that kind of gets the ball rolling again for a very easy to root for team. For Isaac Ambrose, I'm Mike Carpenter. What do we say, see you? That's more of a Trevor thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have a sign-off?
Hmm.
You can work on it.
I'll think about it. Yeah,
Workshop
I'll think
that.
about it.
Workshop
yeah,
that for the next one. It is the 200 level.
Sweet.
Save.
Nice.
Thanks, YouTube. That was awesome. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and stay warm.